But the accident, see, the car's position, if she noticed the body, she would have looked to her left. Because if she was at the car. Unless she probably moved her position.
Let's see. This is a more detailed testimony than provided earlier.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get to the point in the last one.
Let's just get this over with. Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. If you want to convince this court that the suspect was actually a man, you better make this one count, because at the moment, I'm hardly convinced.
Oh boy.
I understand, Your Honor. So this will be Lada's last testimony. I have to make sure I pay attention to everything she says.
Alright, we got attention.
Okay. Person who ran out was definitely wearing the Dee Dee outfit. Okay. When I closed my camera, Dee Dee ran right into me. The hit felt hard, probably because she ran at me fast. I fell down and was in a daze. I didn't know what was going on in that moment. When I regained myself, I saw that my car was driving away. I looked over to my right and saw a lady on the ground. When that detective came out, and after he talked with me, he called for backup.
Oh, I think I know what the small noise was now. I think it's making sense. When the man knocked into Lada, she probably dropped her camera. That was the faint sound. It was probably her camera, but...
Probably so. Right now, I don't think we can really...
Yeah, I want to
anything.
press...
We need to press...
Wait, next sentence.
I fell down and was in a daze. I didn't know.
No, not this one.
The hit felt hard, probably cut. Let's check this one.
Okay.
So the suspect ran into you? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I am. Dee Dee came rushing at me and I fell real hard on the ground.
The speed the defendant ran at you. Can you explain that a bit more?
Like I said, it was a hard shove the defendant gave me. Maybe it was cause she was running real fast at me.
But you're not sure, right?
Well, I've been thinking about it real hard since you made such a big deal out of it. But I'm sure that Dee Dee gal over there just gained her last speed and ran into me hard.
That is a possibility. If she ran fast enough, Miss Duvall could have put a lot more force into her shove. She probably didn't realize you were in front of her, so she ran without thinking.
Witness, did the suspect fall as well?
I ain't too sure. I was just kind of out of it when I was coming to.
I fell down and was in a daze. I didn't know it was... Let's see. Let's press that. So, you're unsure of what went on after the suspect ran into you?
Yeah, I'm real sorry there. I just remembered a little with what happened. I mean, it's not like when y'all get conked on the head, you lose your memory, right?
No, I guess not.
Hold on a minute. Didn't something that happen not too long ago?
Witness, shouldn't we continue with testimony and not get off track? That's surprising, coming from you. Har, har, har. Very funny. I know what they were talking about.
Hmm? Oh, when,
Phoenix had suffered memory loss from...
Yeah, the case
Justice
from
for All.
the second game, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. You didn't want to talk about that.
Oh, yes.
When I regained myself, I saw that my car was driving away. Okay, press. So, you noticed your car was riding off when you regained yourself?
That's right. I think I faintly saw it drive away. But that's not the only thing I noticed. Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Looked over my right, saw a lady on the ground. Press. Was it the victim who you saw?
Yeah, I was still a bit out of it, so I didn't walk over to her. but I did see some bleeding behind her head. That's kind of why I thought someone shot her when I heard my car go bang.
I suppose that clears up the reason why you thought the victim was shot.
Yeah, and after that,
That detective came out after he called, talked with me. He called for backup. Wow. I'm not seeing anything we can try to present here. Oh, we didn't press this yet. When I closed my camera, let's try that. Between coming out of the bank and crashing into you, how long did Dee Dee take to come out?
oh, you should have pressed that. Hard to say. I was putting film in my camera when Dee Dee came out. It could have been anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds.
3 to 5 seconds, huh? That's not too long.
Yeah, it felt like an eternity, but it happened so fast, you know? Yeah, see, if it was a female, it... See, this is coming from me. See, I run slower, obviously, because, you know, usually if I push into someone, it takes me a lot of force, and it probably would take me longer than that to build force. I'm just saying.
Let's try pressing this one. Hold it! You're sure that the costume you saw resembled the Dee Dee outfit?
Oh! I just realized something! Do you remember our last case when, Storp, you know, made some speed and thrusted the ruler into them?
Yeah.
It's like something on that basis. Like, okay, I don't know if it's probably not making sense with the weaponry, but of course, even though Stuart had to take some energy into it, probably the guy probably just slammed into her. Maybe the padding put some force on it. Like, real force. Probably doubled, the impact. The padding.
Well, I guess that's possible.
We'll see.
That's just a theory. Usually I'm right, but, you know. Alright. Oh! It is my turn! Wow!
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been your turn for a few...
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yes, I am! I saw them primary colors on it. The red, white, and blue. It's actually quite neat looking, if I do say so myself.
Is it possible that the one you saw was a spare costume? Objection! There is only one outfit for Miss Duvall to wear, and that one is in her closet. We found no other costumes at the time during our investigation at the stadium.
Yes, we did! We found a red helmet!
Then I suppose the only person who could have worn it was the defendant.
That's right! And that suit in the picture I took looks just like the one used in the show.
Dara did say that she was in her room the whole time, so no one could have come in without her noticing.
It had to be a spare costume then. No, because that did not look like her. Wait a minute! No! Press. Go back to the picture. I just realized something.
What's that?
Go to the picture of the costume. You don't see. No! You don't see the lines! You don't see the stripes on that!
No, you don't.
Aha! It had to be a different costume because remember, last time we found that red helmet that knocked Maya out.
Yeah, we did. Hawk ended up taking that for evidence, and I don't think...
We didn't take it for evidence?
No, we just have this, just the costume data.
Wait, preview it. We can... Yeah, see, you don't see the... Yeah, you didn't... No! No. Wait. Hold on a second. The helmet that was at the thing did not have that star. That did not have the star on it. Because looking at the picture... Okay, go back to the picture.
I pressed the wrong thing. Crud. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. I'm afraid it does not, Mr. Wright. Please try not to...
That wasn't right, dadgummit.
I don't think that won me any points for the judge. Yes. Let's...
Alright.
Okay, I wanted
Go
to
back to the-
see it. I didn't want to present it. Okay.
You
Yeah,
see?
I don't see the star on that. That's right.
So you
But
have...
just in case, let's see. The fit. Let's see. I fell down and was in a daze. And I regained myself. I saw my card. Okay. I looked over to my right. I said, okay. And that detective came over. I want to see what information we get out of that. So
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe talked with you before he called the police.
Oh yeah. He asked where the suspect ran off to, and I told him that might have been heading to the stadium.
What made you think that the defendant headed back to Stunt Stadium?
Heck, I was just pulling anything I could think of. Wait, what? Heck, I was just pulling anything I could think of out of my top of my throat. But I guess I was right when I suggested that. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
I suppose. Your car was found at the stadium.
See? Now don't that bit of deduction call for a reward for this here gal?
We'll see what happens after the trial. I don't think Lada should be rewarded for lucky guesses. This is serious business.
This is so serious! Why so serious? Sorry. Maybe you should talk, Nick.
What's that supposed to mean? Okay, I think it's
gotta
the,
be something
it's-
with the costume.
I think it's this one right here. The person
yep,
who
I
ran it was
think it's the costume data. I think it is.
I've only got one more. I can only mess up one more time, and then I can't
Actually,
mess
I
up
think
anymore.
it's 2 more times.
Well, 2 more times, and then it's game over, and I don't want to
Right.
get a game over right now. It's either the DD costume data or the picture.
It might have been the picture.
You know what? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. This is the first time I'm probably gonna do this because I don't want to risk anything here. I am going to save the game,
Hell yeah.
and then if I mess up anymore, I'll just try to load it from there because I don't want to get a game.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm gonna try the DD costume data and
All
hope
right.
this works.
Okay.
And no, that was not it. Oh crap! All right.
It might.
It's okay. The other one, it's got to be the picture then. If the costume data don't work, it's got to be the picture.
Okay.
So let's try it. No, that's wrong. I already know that's wrong. Okay, loading the game. Loading the game.
Oh. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh my god. Wait!
This is tough.
I don't think it's the costume we need to decipher yet. I don't think it's the costume we need to decipher yet. What I think it is now, I think we should focus on what she was looking at on the right. Like she was talking about how she saw the body on the right. Could present the map to that.
I gave myself a assault. My car was driving away. I looked over to my right and saw a lady. No, I think she's right on that.
No, because if you look at the map, the car is going forward. See, well, unless if she got out of her car, ran up and knocked her over, and then the other one got into the car, then she should have looked right and there was the body. Where? Actually, here's a question. Where was she exactly when it happened?
Okay,
maybe?
When she, from where she was at, okay, the suspect was coming out of the bank, okay? Let me show you something. The suspect was coming out from here. These are the doors. So she has to have been, so Lada had to have been right here when the suspect ran into her. So
Could knocked her to the right.
Knocked her to the ground.
On the door.
When she looked,
and then the
when
person
she looked to the
could
right, this is where the victim that got killed.
And then the car drove up in that direction.
The car drove away. Yeah.
Okay, so it can't be that. Oh my god.
I know, this is really, really hard.
Unless we present the costume data to not the first sentences, but when they talk about
that's all I remember that happened at that crime scene, really. I'm gonna press
let's try pressing that.
We should have pressed everything and then we have to find out.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not omitting anything from your testimony? Is there anything else you can describe for us?
What is that supposed to mean? Ooh. I wouldn't have told you everything. I ain't had nothing else.
The witness had gone into great detail in her account of events. What other reason would she have to lie? Well, I didn't mean it like that. I was just thinking maybe she could have forgotten something, you know.
Well, ain't you rude? A gal ain't free to speak her mind if you're around, huh, Buster?
Well, you usually do skip over some important details, Missy.
Oh.
But in all honesty, this is the most detailed Lada has been today.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I think we've heard enough from the witness. Now then, Miss Hart, are you sure about everything you just told us? That when you were ran into by the defendant, you're positive it could have been a man?
I've been gnawing on it for a while. I couldn't really tell either way, whether it was a man or a lady who ran into me. But if you look at it the way the prosecutor over there said it, it might have been that gal. She could have just ran fast to me, and that's why her shell fell hard.
Mr. Hawk, your thoughts on the witness's statement?
There's no need to ask. Though the witness herself wasn't sure of the gender of the robber, the fact that she saw a person in the DD outfit tells us that it was no doubt Daredevil. She was also seen by Detective Gumshoe and the bank teller. And since only one DD costume was found in Daredevil's closet at Stunt Stadium, tells us that she is the only one who could have committed this crime.
Oh my god.
I see no reason to prolong this trial any further.
Indeed. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
With the witness's last testimony, there is little reason to continue this trial. If you still find something wrong with these account of events, then speak now. And if you fail to convince me otherwise, I will end proceedings.
Yes, Your Honor. Man, Lada just had to give a concrete testimony.
Well, Nick, is there anything we can do with Lada's testimony?
I'm not sure. This is the first time all day she ever gave a testimony like this.
Then what do we do?
Well, I was going to say panic, but...
No jokes, Nick! Think!
Alright! I have to think real hard on what Lada said today. If I don't come up with the right thing to say, we're done for.
Save it.
Now, let's see.
I recommend saving, like, right now.
I'm with you on that one. Save the game right now, please. Okay.
I don't want to... Lana can't be wrong, because testimony...
she's not wrong.
Either recall testimony or present evidence.
How do we know what evidence to present?
Shit, you're right.
Wow.
Let's go blind lucky and say recall testimony.
I'm kind of tempted to do that too. I'd rather recall testimony than try to present evidence
Yeah.
blindly. I don't like doing that because you already saw what happened the last time we tried presenting it.
I know.
So we're gonna try recall testimony. Lada, I think you gave a good testimony just now. But how come you didn't mention the sound you heard?
Ooh.
We've been over this. The bang sound came from her car's transmission. Even you pointed it out. If you insist on wasting time...
I know that, Mr. Hawk. But I'm not talking about that sound. Don't you remember?
The faint sound.
What sound are you referring to, Mr. Wright?
It wasn't just me. Mr. Hawk was worrying about it as well. Actually, I'm curious about this other sound you heard. What was it? Another popping noise?
Not too sure, but I know it weren't no gunshot. It was a bit jarring when I fell down, so I couldn't really tell what it was.
The other sound she heard? Yes, we haven't really delved into it, what it really was. Until we find out what it is, we can't end this trial.
Yeah.
Doesn't anyone want to say anything?
I do. So what? The small sound could have been anything trivial. You'd have to be really desperate to link that to the crime committed. Well, the defense usually does harp on these little details. If this small sound is so important, Mr. Wright, what do you think it was?
What? Me?
Oh boy.
If you're so sure it has something to do with the crime, then you can tell us what it is. Great, back to guessing games. I know I'm making a big deal out of a small sound, but this might be important.
Save.
Time to think. Where did that small sound Lada heard come from? And yes, I'm saving again. I don't care. 'Cause this is a big one. If I get this wrong, I'm done for.
And then we'll have to cut this out and then edit. Oh! 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 Yes! 2 of my guesses are on there. Remember I said earlier, see, I told you the small sound was important. I kept mentioning it. It was either Lada's camera or the gun. That's what I mentioned. See, I told you.
It couldn't have been the victim because the victim was way forward. Yeah, it's either the gun or the camera.
Unless the gun was dropped inside the bank, that would have been the camera.
Wow, this is a biggie.
This is a real biggie.
Oh wow.
See, I'm thinking Lada's camera.
Yeah, to be honest, I was thinking of tempting fate and trying for that.
Leap of faith.
Sink or swim, do or die. Lada's camera?